Hello and welcome to Tantrum House Studio 3. I'm Will Meadows.
And I'm Sarah Meadows, and today we're looking at Witches of the Revolution.
The Witches of the Revolution is a 1 to 4 player cooperative deck building card game from designer Craig Stockwell and is published by Atlas Games.
You might be familiar with one of their other games, Gloom, and this one has the similar sort of eerie theme to it, and it takes place in the middle of the American Revolution, and you are playing as witches trying to help the patriot cause.
It's definitely an interesting theme. Let's go ahead and look at the gameplay and the components.
The game comes with a large board that all of the cards are laid out on. One cardboard token marks the Liberty track, which affects your purchasing power during the game. Another marker tracks the phases of the moon, which determines how effective your spells are.
Across the top of the board are the 4 objectives that you'll be trying to achieve throughout the course of the game. In the middle of the board are where your new recruits come out, and events are tracked along the bottom of the board.
At the start of a player's turn, a new recruit is added to the board, and if all the slots are full, one recruit is bumped into the discard pile. Then, an event card is turned over and resolved.
Players can then decide if they would like to add any of the recruits to their deck and must pay the appropriate amount based on the cost of the card, which changes based on its position on the board and the level of the Liberty track. They can also act to overcome an event.
They do that by using the matching symbols on the cards in their hand. So to overcome this event, you would need 3 enchanting symbols.
The game is co-op, which means that other players can help contribute to your total. Once the event is overcome, the player gets to collect 1 matching token from the objectives area at the top. The tokens can be used one time, just like a symbol on a card.
And once all of the tokens have been removed from below a card, that card is removed after its effects, always positive, are resolved. And if all 4 objectives can be met, then the players win.
But if the event deck ever runs out, or enough of them go unresolved, or if the Liberty track ever reaches tyranny, the game ends and everyone loses.
Witches of the Revolution has some quasi-history facts mixed in, and it also has interesting artwork that's unique for a board game. It has Conte crayon type illustrations that aren't seen in many other games. They do have some extra decks involved for the event deck, and you can widely vary the difficulty in the game.
Yeah, that's one of the things that we've kind of enjoyed about it. The mechanics for it are pretty straightforward. Like, you're just kind of using the icons on your card to match what's on the table, but there's all the interaction between players. We found that the 1-player and the 2-player experience is actually pretty similar, because when you have the 2 players, you're kind of just, oh, which symbol do you have? Okay, I need that one. Once you get into 3 or 4, it gets a little bit more interesting, because then people's decks kind of start to get stacked, and it's like, oh, he's got all the blues and she's got the reds, but I can only trade 1 card, and so it creates a little bit more tension, a little bit more interest in the game. If you are looking for a 1-player game, though, then that's kind of cool, because you kind of get to make all those decisions and figure out that puzzle and how to balance everything. So we've had a lot of fun with that.
If this is something that sounds like you would enjoy, check it out at your friendly local game store or on their website at atlas-games.com.
Yeah, so go check that out, and thanks for checking our stuff out. Be sure to subscribe and follow, and we will catch you guys next time.